Throwing, Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Watson. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The New England Patriots were seeking a good edge rusher, and Matt Judon is now providing that, having come over from Baltimore. 30.5 sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
And all the way down to the 42. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. On first down, it's Watson. This is complete to Hawkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. He's got him in, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for New England. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4.
Texans 14, Patriots 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Sliding. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush, and he's going to go down again. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Olszewski now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for New England. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Jones throwing complete for Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He'll lead this one for White. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Folk's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. To the air yet again, Watson. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
This one left side caught by Collins. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That catch good for only a couple. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there for the Patriots. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A third quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. There they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Folk's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch the eye. Hey, 31.
Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run again with Harris. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Texans 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. Watson, off play action. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Jones now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll run with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 38, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jones on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.